What's up guys, B-Train here. It's been a while since I recorded a video, huh? Well, here's what happened. Today is going to be a more chill video because I'm kind of just getting back into YouTube and everything again. And I just wanted to let you guys know what happened. So my last video released in October 2024. It was kind of a weird way to go considering I released a pretty good video in October that hit almost 8K views. But the reason for this is that I became really busy with my day job. It gets very busy during the holidays, so I kind of had a feeling I wasn't going to handle my day job, working on my game, and doing YouTube. It was just a lot of stuff going on at once, so I decided to take a short hiatus. My plan was to come back in January of next year. Unfortunately, I hit a burnout phase around that point, and I slowly got back into game development. My original release date was planned to be March of 2025, but I was falling behind and I wasn't happy with what the game was at during that state. So I had a lot of work to do. So I went into crunch mode and I got most of it done. However, there was a certain game that came out that made me want to push it back. That was Dark Deity 2. I actually know the developers and we are friends, but I didn't want to release a game close to my friend's release date as well, and he had to release it that month. So because of that, I decided to just to delay my game, and I didn't really make any announcement about it, which I probably should have, but I didn't really know when I was going to release the game anyways, so I was kind of just waiting to see what happened. So I delayed it, and I did plan for a summer release, but I had another friend's game that was coming out that year, and that was Gales of Nayeli, which came out in June 2025. I figured since it's his first game, I give him the summer slot. So I delayed my game twice. I was originally going to make a release date for the summer of that year, but I decided just to wait. Now we're in the fall, and at the recording of this video, it's July 31st, and I finished my game very recently, and I decided it's about time to release it soon. Like, the game is done. I'm just waiting for like some feedback from like play testers and friends and stuff like that right now. So it was fall and I decided it's time to release the game. So I decided for late September. I thought late September would be a good day. Then I found out good old Final Fantasy Tactics Remasters coming out in September. I was like, well, shoot. And I decided I delayed the game too much. I think it was just time to release it. So I officially made my release date September 15, which is 2 weeks before Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster. Maybe not a good idea, but I decided it's just time to release the game. Like, I delayed it too much already as it is. I'm ready to let it go, you know? All right. So now that you guys know the release date, September 15, and you guys know where I've been, I want to talk a little bit more about the game. So Grey Heritage Noble Duty is a prequel to my first game, Grey Heritage Faded Vision. Noble Duty is actually a good starting point in the series if anybody wants to start there. I made sure to sprinkle in many references and cameos in Noble Duty for the people who played Faded Vision as well. So it's a good game to play on both sides. If you play Noble Duty and decide to play Faded Vision afterwards, you will still enjoy the experience. Noble Duty took me about 2.5 years to make. Right now, Faded Vision came out like December 9th, 2022, and it's 2025. So it's been 2.5 years. Took much longer to make than my first game. My first game took me 16 months. So, basically double the amount of time to make Noble Duty. But life kind of happened. I moved around a lot. I started a new job, etc. So it did delay the development of the game, but I just kept going, surprisingly enough. And the game is also more ambitious in the presentation and quality part, so I spent a lot longer than usual on it. The game is about 10 to 20 hours long, depending on the player, so it's a massive success for me. I'm still proud of what I was able to achieve and the people that worked with me. I personally feel like this game would do pretty well on Steam. By how much? Who knows, Personally, I don't think this would be my full-time game dev breakthrough. I don't think this is going to be like a major hit, but I do think it will do pretty well on Steam. I quite enjoy my day job still, and I will likely stay, so I don't expect I'm going to quit my job once the game launch or anything like that. I'll still be a full-time worker, and I will be making video games on the side. But I will make a part-time living making games, and I say that's a pretty sweet deal, honestly. It will help with my future projects as well as it will help fund my future projects without like me putting my personal money into it. Because generally, when you start making a game, you put your personal savings into your game to help fund it. Now my studio can pretty much just fund the future games, and that's very nice. That does not hurt my wallet as much, so that's pretty nice. Um, so yeah, I'll still be working. Studio will pay for my future games. I make a part-time living making video games. I'd say that's a pretty sweet gig, actually. I figured I'd mention that because my earlier videos, I did talk a lot towards developers, and I just wanted to like share some insight of like where I am, like as a studio, as a business, working on my games. So basically, what I want to talk about is Gray Heritage is actually a trilogy. So I made the second game, and I am working on the third game right now. And I will let you guys know right now, because it's a trilogy and I'm working on the very final game, it's not going to be a good starting point for anybody. So the idea is, if you want to play game 3, you do need to play Noble Duty and Faded Vision. And I know that's going to be a small percentage of people who actually beat both games. And I want people to enjoy the experience of the third game. Like, you guys stuck it out to me to the very end. I think it'll be awesome for you guys to be able to reach the end of the game series. I, from a business perspective, I understand it's not many people are gonna buy the game, which is understandable. You have to beat both games, kind of a harder sell, but that's just my art. Like, I really want to make this third game. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to working on it. I think the people who stuck with me through the first and second game will really like the game and how I'm going to end the story. But I understand that not many people are going to play the game, but I want to do it for the fans. So yeah, I'm working on game 3 right now. Just letting you guys know. It will not take as long as Noble Duty. I truly think that I'll probably be done with it in about 12 to 16 months. So I want to say the release date would be about 2027. But yeah, I'm looking forward to working on that game. And also, I'm secretly working on a 4th game, and it's going to be a totally new series. Still going to be the SRPG format. I'm still going to be using the same game engine, but I got some interesting surprises for you guys that I think you guys will like. I think that game will do very well, and it's going to surprise a lot of people. But that's the game plan right now. Second game's coming out on September 15. Third game is in development right now. Aiming for 2027 release, hopefully. We'll see how it goes, But, and yeah, I'm secretly working on the 4th game right now. It's very early in production, but I think people are going to like it a lot. And yeah, so that's what's going on with my studio. And I actually want to talk a little bit about YouTube. So I've been on hiatus on YouTube, and I will be real with you guys. Game development, that's my top priority. Like, that's my passion. I want to make video games. But I do enjoy doing YouTube from time to time, and it's a very fun hobby of mine. It's a great way to talk to the fans. It's a great way for me to tell people like what I've been up to. And I see generally when you watch other YouTubers, they talk about being consistent, releasing weekly and stuff like that. Because of my situation and my current circumstances, I see YouTube as seasons of my life. Right now, I got some downtime, right? I finished my second game. I'm starting production of my third and 4th game. I got a bit of time, actually, because I'm waiting for feedback. I'm getting ready for launch and all that stuff. There's going to be seasons where my day job, I'm very busy, right? Which is the holiday seasons. So you guys will see some videos in the future. But I will hit a hiatus at some point. I'm going to do a better job trying to tell you guys when I'm going to go on hiatus. But just know that every once in a while, I'm going to start releasing YouTube videos. And then other times, I'm probably really focused on game development. But that's my top priority. I still like YouTube a lot, though. So that's it for me, guys. I got some future videos planned for you guys. I think you guys will enjoy it. I am mostly going to be talking about my games and stuff like that. I understand my previous video is more about talking to game developers and like just advice and stuff. And I still have like a few ideas running in my head that I want to talk about, but I mainly want to talk about what is my plan for my future games. Well, that's it from me, guys. I hope you guys will stick around, and I will see you guys later. Thank you.